All right, I'm going to just say a few last words. I wanted to say that Chris Cantwell made an impression on me. He's clearly devoted to what he believes in. And I'm glad that he hasn't died. And I'm hoping that he'll live to fight on, because that's what we're trying to do. I know that he said a couple of things about how hopeless it is to win and how hopeless it is. And I sometimes feel that way myself. I feel like, we're just shoveling shit against the tide. And how do you possibly accomplish anything? But I'm also convinced that we have to try, that we can't just stop. We have to. We absolutely have to prevail. And if we don't prevail, we have to work and work and work until we do prevail. And I think this year is a year that we have the opportunity to get automatic ballot access. And that may sound like some self-serving thing for the Libertarian Party, but it's not. It's for everybody. It's for we the people. There are so many people out there that are Democrats or Republicans their whole lives, like I was. I mean, I would never vote for a Democrat. I didn't even know why. I just know that they were the bad guys and I was the good guys as the Republicans. And that was wrong. That was clearly wrong. And Gigi Bowman introduced me to the Libertarian Party when she asked me to vet for and screen for to run for Congress. And I started to pay attention. I would listen to Ron Paul, and I just didn't even listen to him because he just wasn't making any sense. What do you mean? It doesn't matter if Iran got a nuclear weapon. I was convinced that was like the worst thing that could ever happen. And then I started to really think about it, and they're worried about Iran getting one nuclear weapon. All the talk about Korea, they have 6 nuclear weapons. Pakistan has 300. We're not talking about them. That's a concern. So, the nuclear weapon idea and ability to create nuclear weapons, that cat's out of the bag. It's just a matter of time before tragedy strikes. And if we don't start making changes that make sense, then we're going to be lost. I mean, I speak to people like Nolan Mann, who I have a lot of respect for. And he's about, he's committed to doing what he thinks is best. Chris Cantwell is committed to doing what he thinks is best. And as a Libertarian, I have to give them all, both of them and everybody else, a lot of credit and respect for doing what they believe in and passionately believe in. Chris Cantwell, if nothing else, is passionate about what he believes in. And I think he deserves everybody's respect for that. And although there are some points that he made that I agree with, there are some that I don't agree with. What I don't agree with is that it's impossible for us to make any changes in New York State. A lot of the country has given up on New York State because New York State is one of those states that's just controlled by the entitlement society, and there's just no way of winning. Well, let me tell you, if we can get 50,001 vote, 50,001 out of 5 or 6 million people that will vote, which is only 1%, we can make game-changing changes in New York State. We can get people. We can get Gary Denoyan and Chris Pearson and Bob Schuon and Audrey Capozzi. We can get these people, and Michael Howes. We can get these people on the ballot in every single election, from legislature to town council to school board to assembly to senate. If we can get Gigi Bowman, if we can work hard, and I'll tell you, it's an uphill battle. And Gigi many times feels like giving up. Because when she wants to get something done, like distribute flyers, there's just not enough bodies. People are busy. And, we're all busy doing things because they've designed it where we have nothing to do but try to just survive by putting our every bit of energy and waking moment into paying our bills, paying our mortgage, taking care of our children. Who has time for this political crap? Well, you know what? We all have to do that. In the town of Huntington, and I spent a lot of time at the Board of Elections in the town of Huntington, I went over all 39,000 people that voted in the town of Huntington to see just what the problem was. Who voted, who didn't vote. I found 2,500 signatures that didn't match. But when I went to visit those 2,500 people, they didn't remember if they voted or not, because that was a long time ago. So the system is designed to keep us down. The system is designed to let the Republican or the Democrat prevail, because they have the money and all they care about is staying in power. And what we have to do is change that dynamic. That's a paradigm that we have to change. There is no reason why we can't have a Libertarian on the ballot in every single election. So Chris, with all due respect, and I loved what you said, and I honest to God, I hope you will come out and support me for my efforts. I really think you hit the nail on the head, except we still have a chance to make a change. Before a collapse comes, let's get the Libertarian Party of automatic ballot access. Give us 4 more years, 4 years of getting people on the ballot. And you'll start seeing all of a sudden, town council, this Libertarian one, school board, this Libertarian one, legislature, this Libertarian one. And when we choose Libertarians to run, it's not going to be like the Republicans and Democrats choose. We're not going to choose a Chad Lupinacci because he's young and popular among the kids who don't know anything. We're going to choose people that will not betray the principles that we stand for, which is individual freedom and liberty. We will not vote for the SAFE Act. We will repeal the Common Core. We will do all the things that we promised to do. We'll say what we do, and we'll do what we say. And those are the people we want to have on the ballot. And there's no reason why we can't do that. But it's going to take a huge effort of us all being pulled together. We have to get Gigi Bowman in office. Can you imagine Gigi Bowman on the Senate floor? Holy crap! They don't know what to expect. I know what they're going to expect because she fights with me all the time. I get those dirty looks frequently. Sometimes I deserve them, sometimes I don't. But she will never betray her principles. And she's gotten involved because of a personal tragedy. And everybody, Chris, same thing. You know, you're involved and you're passionate because of things that have happened to you. And what I'm asking everybody here is don't wait for personal tragedy to strike in your home. Let's do something when we have the chance. And we have the chance now. This is the year of the Libertarian. We can get automatic ballot access. It's only 50,000 votes, for God's sake. We should get that from Suffolk County. Mark Axon has been instrumental every year for 42 years. Since he was like 40. When he started, 42 years later, we're still trying to get automatic ballot access. We came so close last year with Warren Redlick getting 48,536, I think. We cannot blow it this time. We have to do it. We have to get 50,000 votes. Mark Axon will get us the petitions. We have to do it. Lee Zeldin, Grant Lally may not be perfect Libertarian candidates, but they're workable. They understand the Libertarians. Look at what Lee Zeldin just said. He just voted on the floor about industrial hemp. You know where that came from? That came from our last meeting where I said, do you know anything about industrial hemp? And he said, no. So I sent him some information about what industrial hemp can do. And he voted in favor of that. So we're already making changes. Let's just do it. Let's pull together. Donate whatever money you can. Put in whatever time you can. If you can't donate money, donate time. Let's get these people on the petition. Let's get the petition signatures. We have a battle. Mark will give us the signatures. I've got a whole slew of petitions there. On July 8th, we are going to hit the streets running. I'd like to see us get 5,000 signatures in the first week. Because what we've done in the past, and what I've learned from running in the past, is to wait the last damn minute before we really step up. Let's not do that. July 8th is the last damn minute. Let's get started on July 8th. Let's get the signatures out. Come on out. Come out of Brookhaven and
So it's already a meetup. It's already opening night is in Oyster Bay, and it's a car show, outdoor car show. There are people.
let me tell you, I'm on the ballot, right? Every signature that's signed on a petition in New York State counts for me. I'm concentrating my effort in Senate District 5 because I want to get Gigi on the ballot. When we get the signatures for Gigi, we're going to move on. I'm going to travel all around New York State this summer. During the petition period, I'm going to be in Altamont Fair, state fairs. I'm going to go up. Fortunately, this time I can just go up and say, hi, how are you? I'm the candidate. Please vote for me. But I really want to work. I'm going to work very hard to get these signatures, and I'm asking you all to do the same. And to have a Steve Flanagan and a Chris Campbell speaking at the Libertarian convention and speaking in a unified voice to do something positive as Libertarians that's almost a miracle. I mean, Steve Flanagan has worked very hard for the Republicans and Conservatives for years, and the last election has finally shown that they're working the wrong thing because they get these people in office, and what happens? The first vote, they betray their principles and vote for the SAFE Act. We cannot let that happen. We've got to get Libertarians on the ballot, and we've got to make sure that they're Libertarians with principles and integrity, and they're not afraid of fighting the system, the Republicans and Democrats. They have a big pair of whatever Gigi has.
Hair.
Big pair.
pair of hair.
And really, and we can do it. So I'm asking everybody, please donate what you can. Right now, I know Bruce Martin is involved. He's got a radio show. I want to find out every radio show in the state that we can be on. I was on a radio show in Westchester for an hour. The fellow that interviewed me had no idea what libertarianism was. By the time we get off after that hour, he was a libertarian. He wants me to come back next week to speak for another hour. So, we just have to get people to understand what libertarianism
You ought to start
is.
working on Bruce next.
Bruce is easy. We just have to, Bruce has always been involved. And let me tell you, no matter what anybody says, Bruce was out there at Syosset. Remember at the fair where they tried to arrest me because we were collecting signatures? I said, go ahead, come on, police, come arrest me. I'd love you to arrest me. That would be good press. They didn't arrest me. The police were in favor. I was at a Nassau County Libertarian meeting, and it was a nice, clean-cut guy. Looked kind of like Nolan Man without a beard, and blonde. And he said, "Listen, I'm in the National Guard. I'm one of the people, a group of people that protect Andrew Cuomo. They protect him and travel around with him to make sure he's safe. He says it would be an honor to protect you." He says, "And you know why? It is because most of us are oath keepers. The National Guard, most of them are oath keepers. The Oath Keeper group is a group that we have to also support. When I go around the state, I want to speak at every Oath Keeper meeting. The Oath Keepers are non-partisan, non-political, but they follow the Constitution. Libertarians follow the Constitution, and we all work together to follow the Constitution. Is there anything, what's so complicated about that?" And Chris, I really appreciate you speaking tonight. I know you came a long way, and I know that it's not easy. I know that normally you get paid for doing that, and we have no money, so I appreciate you coming. When we're finished, I want to buy you the next beer myself. And please, let's try to find the passion within ourselves to do what Chris Canwell has done, and what Gigi Bowman has done, and what I'm trying to do, what Ed Weaver has done, what Bob Shewan has done, Michael Howes, Audrey Capozzi, who's been involved in this for so long. Let me tell you, I get an email every day correcting my spelling on my emails, and I appreciate it. Instead of saying, "Damn it, Audrey, would you stop?" I appreciate it. I don't want to spell the without the H. She lets me know there's an H in the. But I'm typing so quickly. So thank you, Audrey. I now know that there's an H in the. So let's all work together, okay? Let's work together. Gary Denoyan, I've called him numerous times, asked him questions about election law, and I appreciate that he always responds, and he always responds thoughtfully. Carl Pearson with the red light cameras, it's a big issue that we can take advantage of. Get signatures for ourselves and eliminate those damn things. Gracie made a speech. If you check out the website, she said that for the last 3 years her school's asked her to take the Common Core test, and her response is for the last 3 years she's refused to take those stupid tests, and she has, and that was not because of me. She just felt that it was ridiculous to take tests on subject matter that was not taught to her yet. She says, "How can I possibly pass?" 9 years old, she's getting the right idea. So what's wrong with us? Let's get together. Let's really put it together. And I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for your support. I would like to see Suffolk County and Nassau. And by the way, we didn't mention it with Grant, but Queens Libertarian Party, Tom Stevens, has also given Grant Lawley his nomination. So we did have the Queens nomination also. And let me tell you, getting libertarians together is quite a trek. But this is the year that we can do it. Genesee, Capital District, Rochester, Hudson Valley, I've been up at all their meetings, and this is the year we have a chance to do it. We need to raise money. So when you talk to people, try to get people to donate money. Go to votemcdermott.org to donate money, because unfortunately we're still up against the same old thing. The Republicans and Democrats have all the money, and they have the media. So we have to find ways around that. Bruce, count on your radio station to help that in Stony Brook. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate Nassau, Suffolk, and Blay, and Ed, and Bob Shewan, who's done a tremendous amount of work. I appreciate Chris Cantwell coming in, and God bless Gigi Bowman for sticking in there. I know she wants to quit a lot of times because it's so frustrating, and I'm saying you're not allowed to quit, period. So let's just work together, okay? Thank you very much, and I appreciate it.
Now.
Chris Garvey wants to make a candidate.